All right, Shalom. I just want to start off by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Ruach double honors to the apostles of the millstone, who were well, teach well, peace with Akim, pushing this truth on the globe, Shalom. And I just want to get this lesson going into take heed to doctrine. This thing, virus is serious, and, it's not to be, overlooked, you know, this thing been on my mind. This lesson been on my mind for maybe a few days now. So I just want to hop right into it. This is First Timothy chapter 1 verse 4. Neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies, which minister questions rather than godly edifying, which is in faith. So do right. So you have other. You have you know you have other Christian doctrines. You have other religions out there. You got you have the Jehovah Witnesses. You have the Christian doctrines, and then uh, you got Buddhism, Hinduism. Uh, you got you got many more. Religions, so-called religions out there who claim to have a power, but those gods are, don't have any power, like to have no power, well, they don't have any power at all, you know, the only power is within Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi, the true entities, the true powers, that can control, you know, can control, that they can, or they do create life, and I'm gonna get this real quick and I'm gonna come back to that First Timothy. It's Isaiah 45 verse 7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Right, so, and I'm going to revert, and that's right, you have Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, who form the light and create darkness. Only Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, who people ignorantly call God and Jesus, can do, Christians tend to, you know, uh, you know, serve a power or a so-called power who is of another color. They tend to say, yeah, God is of all colors, many colors, comes in many colors, or they say that he's a so-called white man. But I'm gonna prove it right here in the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 7. Slaki, 1 verse 14. And it says, his head and his hair were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as that if they burn in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Right, so there you have it. You have you have many people, coming out, other Christian religions, or you have, Christians, so-called quote unquote Christians, saying that, God and Jesus are so-called white people, or there are many colors, so, you know, you know, and that's not true, due to Revelation 1 and 14 and 15, so, there you have it, And then Isaiah 45 and 7, I'm going to read this one more time. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Right. Just proving the point, that, the Lord does all these things, not other entities, not other religions. There's no gray area within that, And I'm reading verse 8, and it says, "Drop down, ye heavens, and from above, let the skies pour down righteousness. Let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation, and let the righteousness spring up together. I, the Lord, have created it." So the Lord created the earth. The Lord created righteousness and wickedness. The Lord created salvation. The Lord created, you know, um, everything that you see today. The Lord created all these things. Not anyone else, right? So I'm gonna go back to First Timothy 4:12. Salakia. First Timothy 1:4. Neither give heed to the fables and endless genealogies which minister questions, rather than godly edifying which is in faith, so do. Right, so neither give heed to fables, and fables are basically a fake story. It's basically like a fake story, a fake made up, you know, tell, that's what it is, a fake story, and it's not real, and it says endless genealogies which minister questions rather than godly edifying which is in faith, so do. Right, and you can get that with reading in the book. You can get that with reading in the book. Reading in this holy Bible and the Apocrypha. You know, it says the key thing in the scripture. It says rather than godly edifying. So it says godly edifying. Things written in the book. So let's get some more scriptures. Because um you have a lot of different other religions as well who claim to have the truth, or claim that their so-called religion is of truth. So let's get it. And I'm gonna start right here in Leviticus chapter 19 verse 4. It says, "Turn ye not to idols, nor make to yourselves molten gods. I am the Lord your power." So you know this right here is a law and a commandment. You know, this right here is a commandment. So we're not supposed to follow other idols. We're not supposed to worship other idols. You know, this is what got us cut off in the wilderness. With with Moses. All right. This is what got us cut off. Because you know, uh, we went off. We got delivered. You know, from our enemies. Which was Pharaoh. And his mighty army, and then we went right back. Into the wilderness. You know, and was worshiping a golden calf. Which is an idol. So we're not supposed to worship those idols. We're not supposed to worship those idols whatsoever. I'm gonna get this real quick. Psalms 96, and I'm gonna start at verse 4. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh," in all caps, which means Yahweh. "For the Lord Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. Verse 5, for all the gods of the nations are idols. I'm going to stop right there real quick. It says, for all the gods in lowercase is G, which means they're gods, which they worship Hinduism, Buddha. They worship, uh, the so-called Africans. They worship, um, many different demons, you know, and the our people who worship Santa Maria, they worship, you know, women, you know, they believe that a woman is coming to save them, or so to speak. You know, it says for all the gods of the nations. So the nations, which is the other nations, the heathen nations, you know, you know, anyone outside the 12 tribes of Israel are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. Right, so the Lord made the heavens. Yahweh made the heavens. Yahweh made the heavens and earth, you know, you know. So what that means right there is that Yahweh made the heavens. Yahweh is the one who created the earth, and many in all the things you see today, you know. All right, let me get this in Psalms 135, verse 15. It says, the idols of the heathens are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, eyes have they, but they see not. But they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Neither is there any breath in their mouths. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusteth in them. Right, So the heathen, the idols of the heathen are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. Right, They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Neither is there any breath in their mouths. Right, So what that means right there is that, these idols, these so-called, other religions, that these man-made religions today, you know, that people that the other nations like to serve, and even our own people like to serve, you know, or um, or just just the heathens and our people like to serve as well, and even Christianity, people like to serve, you know, but those have those have no life in them, So let's get um so yeah, that's about it. But it was just a quick hit, I just wanted to, just to you know um you know I just wanted to get this lesson in. Just want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Hakadash, the Apostle Ezra Millstone, who will teach well, peace, with the occupation of truth around the globe. Shalom.